Greetings. I've returned. Did I go on vacation? No. I got kind of busy with things. I got a job opportunity for graphic design, so I had to log the fuck in and make my portfolio or update my portfolio. And while I was doing so, I was checking out a bunch of other people's portfolio websites, my goal, and they looked fucking sick. So cool. The amount of things that you can do in web development if you're doing it yourself. Like you're not constrained by Wix or Squarespace, which was inspiring because that's kind of the goal. I want to make my own website and want to make it the way that I want to do it. Why the fuck am I learning Java? That is an excellent question. I think I'm just learning it to get into that programmer mindset. And it's working because I this is fucking hard. But I think if I can figure out this hard shit when I go into like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, it'll be easier, even though they're completely different. So we're going to persevere. We're going to get through this Java 101 course. And then I'm going to make I'm going to learn how to make my own website. It's going to be fucking worth my time, which is the most important asset that we have is time. Also, I just wanted to say I'm going to add a intermediary goal. I want to build a Sudoku solver. I saw someone did it. I didn't watch the video, but I saw someone did it, and I'm like, that's a good challenge. So I'm going to try to build my own without no tutorials. And I feel like if I can do that at the end of this Java course, I have dabbled in Java. Earlier I was trying to build a Russian roulette simulator, and I think I'm going to do that today and use what I learned about switch statements because that's kind of exactly what I needed for a program like this. Let's code. X. Okay. If you're wondering why I do that, I sync up this video with screen recording. And if you're wondering why the audio sucks, it's because I have to clip it to my sweatshirt. All right, let's get into it. Let's freaking go. All right, Russian roulette. We need a random number because Russian roulette is like a random bullet in the chamber, and you put it up your head. And so let's, One thing I did was import Java utility random. That gives us the number generator. I have no idea how any of that works. I had to Google it. But I didn't Google the rest of this because I'm learning and I'm not a fraud. Okay, so random. And we're going to call this random x equals new random. Sweet. Semicolon. So now that will generate a random number, which we can apply to this integer we're about to make. So we're going to do int bullet. This is the bullet in the chamber. And we're going to do random x and next int. And when we do next int, we need to give it some parameters. So since there's 6 bullets chamber, we're going to do 6. However, computers count from 0, so that's actually going to be 0 to 5. So to get around that, add 1. So now it's going to be from 1 to 6. It's actually going to be 0 to 5, but it's going to be 1 to 6 because we're adding 1. So let's print this out, bullet, and see if it works. Sweet. Okay. Do it again. Cool. It's giving me random numbers between 1 and 6. That is exactly what we want right now. So now we need to make a switch statement, and it's going to give us many cases, and it's going to run through all of them and apply them to our random number. So let's do switch. What is going to be switched is bullet. And curly braces. Case 1. Safe. If you get a 1, you're safe. We're going to say the bullets, there's 6 of them. 5 of these are going to be safe, and then the 6th one is going to have the bullet in it. Break. And this is important in switch statements because if you don't have a break, it's going to run through all of the cases, and we want it to stop when one of them hits the number. And for these cases, I'm pretty sure you don't need the curly braces, which thank God. But what we are going to do is copy this multiple times. Now all these are going to be the same, except number 6 is going to say bang. That is the sound that a gun makes when it goes bang. All right, so now let's see what happens. So we got a 4 and we got safe. So it's randomly picking a number and applying this. Let's see if we can get a bang. 14, 15, 16. Oh, okay, we got one. So 6 is bang. Okay, so it's working. Now let's practice an if statement. Okay, so if you live, it's gonna say, like, let's say this is like a video game. I forgot, we need to add a default. Now, that's probably never gonna default because it's just picking a number between 1 and 6. But let's make it 7. And I could make K7, but we're just gonna leave default. And now, if it's a 7, your gun is gonna jam. We're gonna go to this curly brace, and because we still wanna be in the main method, so we're gonna go down, and we're gonna do if. And we're gonna do an if-else statement here. So if bullet is greater than, or is less than 6, curly brace, we'll print, you have been spared. Reflect on how lucky you are to be alive. Make sure that space is there. Line break, important. Okay. And then after the curly brace, we're going to do an else. Well, we're actually, because we have the gun jamming too, let's do an else if. Else if bullet is greater than 7. Bullet greater than 7. No, the bullet's greater than 6. So basically this else if it's less than 6, you're lucky because you're going to live. If it's greater than 6, which means you get a 7, we're going to say gun jammed, please unjam and try again. After this, we're going to have our final else, and another curly brace, print. So this other else, if it's basically means if you get a 6, it's going to say this. Your brain matter is dripping off the adjacent wall. Because, like, yeah, if you ever seen the Boondock Saints. We'll get rid of this printing of the number, and let's just see if it works. Because you don't want to, it's not fair if you know which chamber it is. It's supposed to be like an exhilarating game. Like you just put it up to your head and you hope it's not that one. So let's run. Safe. Okay. Let's say there's 5 people playing. So person 1, safe, passes it. Person 2, safe. You've been spared. Reflect on how lucky you are to be alive. Person 3, safe. Person 4. Yes, okay, so person 4 used it, jammed. Gun jammed, please unjam it, try again. They just like respin the little chamber. They're safe. Okay. Last person. Person number 5. Safe. Okay, we're gonna go until someone dies. Person 3 again, person 4, person 5. Damn, this is a crazy game of Russian roulette. Okay, we got another jam. Safe. Okay, so people, this is a lucky group. We're entering round 3, and bang. Okay. Your brain matter is dripping off the adjacent wall. Okay, so this is the Russian roulette simulator made on Java without looking up a tutorial besides how to make randoms, because I would have never figured that out. So, yes, try it at home, or have a good rest of your day. Maybe I'll spend a video going over what cool websites I saw and what I liked about them, and we can inspect what they're doing to do that, even though, see, I won't be able to do anything with that information, because we're just going to find the cool ones, and then maybe I'll go through my portfolio that I just made. And thank you for watching. Subscribe for more of this.